Since 1974, David Dunlap carries a journal everywhere he goes, writing down any inspirations or thoughts that come to mind. His journals take many forms, from notebooks to logs to project books to phone books to painted suits. David chronicles his life in many ways, recording his pursuit, as he calls it, of mobility. He says, "Suits are at work when they are at rest. Then occupied, they go to work again by going out into the world." Indeed, David is inspired by movement, his travels inspire him, and in turn he leaves behind a sense of wonder with his art. His adventure, he says, began in Cuba on October 15, 1952.
Cuba, where the revolution was going on, and Castro had taken everything except Havana at that time. I had a little scruffy boy's beard. As soon as I got off the boat, the soldiers just grabbed me and shoved me against the wall, and I didn't realize that having a beard was a sign that you were a Castroite, so no one in Havana had a beard.
Dunlap has traversed the world from Norway to Chicago to his current home in Iowa City. He does not travel alone, however. Dunlap is part of a number of groups, all with seemingly cryptic names. The first he mentioned is the Four-Footed Fellows, a close-knit group of artists. The group's insignia was first a fly foot, a symbol remarkably similar to the swastika.
A filfot is a form of the swastika, and I was trying to find a way to use the swastika to good ends. A fool.
Swastika. The group thereafter changed their name. They remain the Four-Footed Fellows to this day. He is also a part of a group called Paintalica, self-described as artists of friends who have mutual interest in building things and getting rowdy. The group is a collaboration and celebration of the human spirit. Their artwork is wild and free, just as Dunlap's own artwork. The group is as unconventional as Dunlap himself.
David Dunlap is a cultivator of relationships, a planter of conceptual seeds, a harvester of images, and a packager of the fruits of his obsessive creative labors in exhibitions that seem to accrete into place like a tantalizingly wonder-filled coral reef, says Mark Patrick, a writer from Iowa Source. Dunlap goes by many names and wears many hats. To us, he describes himself as
an ornamental hermit, and he agreed not to cut his hair or his beard or his nails. And he had his tools right there, a little desk, and then he would give a tour.
Throughout his journals, Dunlap shows us the constants in his life, the boats he draws, the Moon Hotel, the flags he's made. Dunlap preserves his past through his journals and the iterations and reiterations of the visions of his youth. He has a story for every image he makes, and every exhibition has a past. The continuity of his art allows for an organic growth, documented sketch by sketch and line by line. Dunlap does not necessarily seek out a path. He lets it come to him. He follows the wind.